Good morning. Plenty happening with the weather today. We're starting off a bit dreary in most places with some outbreaks of rain. Many of us will actually brighten up quite nicely through the day today before things then turn wet and potentially very windy overnight tonight and for Saturday especially. More on that, tied in with Storm Brian in just a moment. First of all, let's concentrate on the weather out there this morning. Some mist and fog around across parts of Scotland, a bit of patchy rain too, and it's a bit damp and dreary across the bulk of England and Wales, and still fairly blustery across parts of the south. Now, as we run through the day, I think the cloud and the outbreaks of rain will tend to fizzle out. So slowly but surely it will turn a bit drier and also for many of us a bit brighter. I can't promise huge amounts of sunshine, but some of us will see a little bit of blue sky here and there. As I say, generally the winds will be easing and the rain will be fading. And if you get a bit of sunshine, it won't feel too bad out there this afternoon, 13 to 15 degrees Celsius. However, then things change again through this evening, particularly in the west. A band of heavy rain pushing in, and that's going to make for a pretty wet rush hour for parts of Northern Ireland, West Wales and southwest England. Some heavy rain and also the winds starting to pick up. Elsewhere, again, you'll notice many places having a fine Friday evening until the rain spreads in through the night across the Midlands and eventually into parts of southwest Scotland. Now, that line of rain is tied into a big swirl, an area of low pressure, which is Storm Brian. Now, Storm Brian was named by the Irish Met Service, Met Éireann, because they're going to see some particularly strong winds across parts of the Republic of Ireland. And, of course, after ex-Hurricane Ophelia earlier in the week, there's the real potential for further disruption here. Storm Brian will head its way across parts of the UK. For the UK, well, as I said, the winds perhaps not as bad as in the Republic of Ireland, but there will still be a lot of isobars on the chart, and particularly to the south of the low pressure, there will be some strong winds around the coasts in the south and the west. And so we have a yellow warning in force for gusts on Saturday of 50 to 60 miles an hour, maybe around coast of 70 miles an hour. Inland, gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour. Those kind of winds could cause some problems, certainly disruption to ferry crossings at the very least. There could also be damage to trees, maybe even some structural damage. And the strong winds will push along the south coast and particularly around the coasts of England and Wales. Tied in with high tides, these strong winds may cause some coastal flooding too. So the potential for problems on Saturday. Very windy indeed. There'll be heavy downpours in many places. The indications are that Sunday will be a bit calmer. There'll still be some showers around, but the winds will be easing a little bit. Now, please stay up to date with all of the weather warnings. You can do that through the Met Office website, the Met Office app, or follow us on Twitter for the very latest. We are at Met Office.